Have you ever stopped to wonder what happens the moment you reach for a handful of nuts, thinking you're doing your body a favor? Most people have heard the advice, eat more nuts. They're good for your heart, your brain, your waistline. Especially as you get older, they're touted as the perfect snack, packed with healthy fats, fiber, and essential nutrients. But what if I told you that for those over 60, the story is far more complicated than anyone lets on? Recent research reveals a hidden side to some of the most popular nuts. They may look innocent, but when eaten regularly in later life, certain nuts can quietly undermine your health, raising inflammation, interfering with medications, and even accelerating aging in ways you might never expect. If you care about preserving your memory, mobility, and independence, knowing which nuts to embrace and which to avoid could make all the difference. Let's start by looking at the 4 nuts that deserve a closer look. Because the very snacks you believe are helping you might be quietly sabotaging your health. First up, macadamia nuts. Often praised for their buttery taste and luxurious texture, macadamias are among the highest calorie nuts you'll find. Over 200 calories in a single ounce, and they're loaded with saturated fats. Now, while healthy fats are essential, the type and amount matter. Macadamias contain about 3.4 grams of saturated fat per ounce, which can drive up LDL cholesterol, especially dangerous for those already dealing with heart or vascular issues. For seniors, the risk is even greater, as our metabolism slows and our bodies process fats less efficiently with age. On top of that, their dense texture can be a choking hazard for anyone with dental problems, and their fats can go rancid if stored improperly, leading to increased inflammation and oxidative stress. Next, let's talk about cashews. They're creamy, versatile, and often found in healthy snack packs. But cashews have a high glycemic index compared to other nuts, meaning they can rapidly spike blood sugar, a significant issue given that nearly half of adults over 65 live with diabetes or prediabetes. Cashews are also high in oxalates, compounds that can bind to calcium in your kidneys and increase the risk of kidney stones, a problem that becomes more common as we age. And in rare cases, trace toxins from their shells can linger, causing digestive upset and allergies in sensitive individuals. Pine nuts are another nut to approach with caution. While they're popular in pesto and gourmet dishes, pine nuts have been found to interact with a variety of common medications, including those for high blood pressure and cholesterol. This can reduce the effectiveness of your prescriptions, a risk few people realize. Some people also experience pine mouth syndrome, a metallic taste in the mouth that lasts for days, which can reduce appetite and lead to unintended weight loss in seniors. For anyone on multiple medications or struggling with appetite, pine nuts may not be worth the risk. And finally, walnuts. This might come as a surprise, since walnuts are often lauded for their omega-3 content and brain-boosting benefits. But walnuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids, specifically linoleic acid. While omega-6 is technically essential, our modern diets are overloaded with it, and excess omega-6 can fuel inflammation, especially in older adults whose cells are more vulnerable to oxidative damage. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of many age-related problems, from aching joints to memory decline and arterial stiffening. For seniors, balancing omega-6 and omega-3 intake is crucial, and overdoing walnuts can tip that balance in the wrong direction. So, does this mean you should banish nuts from your diet? Not at all. The key is knowing which ones truly support healthy aging and how to enjoy them safely. Let's turn to the 4 nuts that can actually help you thrive after 60. First, almonds. These are among the most nutrient-dense nuts you can choose. A single ounce of almonds provides nearly 20% of your daily magnesium needs and almost 100 milligrams of calcium, making them a powerful ally for bone health. That's critical, since bone loss accelerates after 60 and increases the risk of fractures and mobility issues. Almonds also lower LDL cholesterol, raise HDL cholesterol, and deliver a hefty dose of vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects both your skin and your brain from age-related decline. Their fiber content aids digestion, which is especially valuable given that up to 40% of seniors struggle with constipation. Just remember to chew thoroughly. If you have dental troubles, try almond butter or ground almonds for easier enjoyment. Pistachios are another standout. These bright green nuts are rich in potassium and low in sodium, a combination that helps lower blood pressure naturally. In fact, clinical studies have shown that just 1 ounce of pistachios per day can reduce systolic blood pressure by up to 5 points, a meaningful difference for those managing hypertension. Pistachios are also a top source of lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants essential for maintaining healthy vision and protecting against age-related macular degeneration. Their unique mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats helps stabilize blood sugar, making them an excellent choice for anyone concerned about energy crashes or diabetes. Hazelnuts might not be as trendy, but they're a true superfood for seniors. Hazelnuts are packed with vitamin E, especially alpha-tocopherol, which has been shown to support nerve function and protect against cognitive decline. Studies have linked regular hazelnut consumption to improved memory retention and even reduced brain shrinkage. Beyond the brain, hazelnuts support heart health by improving cholesterol levels and promoting flexible, healthy arteries. They're also easier to chew than many other nuts, making them a practical option for those with dental issues. And finally, walnuts. Yes, they're on both lists. In moderation, and when balanced with other nuts rich in omega-3s, walnuts can be beneficial. They contain melatonin for sleep support, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, and polyphenols for antioxidant protection. The trick is to limit your intake to just a handful a day, about 5 to 7 walnut halves, and store them in the refrigerator to prevent their oils from going rancid. So, what does a smart daily nut routine look like for someone over 60? In the morning, start with 10 to 15 almonds, raw or dry roasted, skins on, added to oatmeal or yogurt. For a midday snack, reach for a serving of pistachios, ideally unsalted, and take the time to shell them yourself to help control portions. In the evening, enjoy a few walnut halves, perhaps mixed with berries for added brain protection. And 2 or 3 times a week, incorporate hazelnuts, either on their own or blended into a smoothie. Avoid regular consumption of cashews, macadamias, pine nuts, and commercial peanut butter, especially if you're already managing blood sugar, kidney, or cardiovascular issues. Remember, portion control is essential. Nuts are healthy, but they're also calorie-dense. The bottom line? Small, consistent choices add up over time. By choosing the right nuts and enjoying them in moderation, you can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, support your bones, and help maintain your independence for years to come. So next time you reach for that handful of nuts, ask yourself, is this working for me or quietly against me? Make your snack count. Your future self will thank you.